me understand what an NFT is. Not shaming that. It took me years to understand. Okay. Imagine you are in a video game on the metaverse, like in a video game, and you buy a sword. Right? If you buy this sword in a normal video game, you buy from the company, and the company shuts down, you lose your sword. Okay? It's gone. The game is gone, the NFT is gone. Sorry, the sword is gone. If this sword is an NFT, it's not in the game, it's on the blockchain. So you keep ownership of that token. An NFT is a token. Okay? What does it mean? It means that you're gonna keep it even after the company is gone. Maybe you can use it in another game, maybe no, maybe it's worthless. And let's say that you have a sword in a video game and a company says you can't sell it, right? I haven't played video games for a long time, but like, World of Warcraft or whatever, they tell you, you cannot have a secondary market for this sword. With NFTs, nobody can tell you cannot have a secondary market because the NFT is in your hands and there's marketplaces for that. So an NFT is a property title. Maybe the easiest way to think about it. It's a property title which gives you full ownership of a digital asset. Is something you own which is not money. It's something unique. So an NFT represents one unique kind of sword, a unique piece of land with a certain position, etc., etc. Basically, the NFT is stuff online. Anything online can be an NFT because I can have a token which says that house belongs to this address. Okay, while the cryptocurrencies is money online. So yeah, money and stuff. Try there. You can really understand these things when you start using them. When you start having them on the wallet. So this old crypto stuff, forget it. You're never going to learn it on the theoretical level only. In the same way as when somebody, remember when Facebook came out, I used it and I explained to my friends that they couldn't get it. Not because they're stupid, because you can't explain Facebook. You have to experience it. You can't explain. These things are too different. And NFTs are too close to us. Like, it's stuff, easy. I have stuff, I give it to you, you give it to me, I sell it. Oh, but it's online. So it's hard to grasp it completely until you have the experience. The whole Web3 thing. No experience, no full understanding. That's why today we're going to have workshops. Because you're going to maybe, if you do it, you're going to be able to experience a little bit. Okay? Trying to explain that. So, NFTs as Web3 marketing tools for the travel industry. The question you ask yourself is like, okay, I understand NFTs, it's stuff, things I can have, I can create, and I can give to my customers. Let's say this from the point of view, let's say of the hotel, right? I'm a hotel, how can I use NFTs for my business? Well, the first thing you have to realize that NFTs are things you can give to people online. How is the better way to explain NFTs? Before Web3, I have in my mind a number, okay? Say in the real world, I have in my mind a number. You don't know this number. This number is 100. Now you have this number. I pass information to you. Now we have the same information, but I still have this information. I didn't forget, it's still 100. So the web is very good for copying information. Copy from here, my brain to your brain, in the real world. Online, same thing. I can say this over Zoom, same result. The web, before Web3, there was no way I could give you something which I give you and I don't have anymore. And whatever I give you online is just a copy, right? Web3 comes in, so Bitcoin comes in, solves the technological problem, how to do this. Now I can give you stuff which I give you and I don't have it anymore. It is that simple, and at the same time, it's so hard to understand. How can you give me something online that you don't have anymore? Like I send you a picture. I still have that picture. It's just a copy. Oh, I'm gonna give you a secret. Yeah, I give you a secret, and you still have this secret. With Web3, with crypto, to be more precise, I give you something, I don't have it anymore. I give you a Bitcoin, I don't have it anymore. This is really, really, really deep. It's really important. It's something we couldn't do on the web before. And it opens a number of possibilities which we have just started, scratching the surface of it. So, NFTs for Web3 marketing tool, as Web3 marketing tools for the travel industry, what can we do? Who knows? I mean, it's new. We are still trying to understand what they are. But we at Trips Community started playing with this, experimenting, right? So, one experiment we did was like, let's create a new open protocol for travelers. And I'll give you a few examples of what I mean by that. But before I say that, open protocols is something like email, SMTP, FTP for sending files, HTTP for transmitting information between, that kind of stuff. Really, at the technical level, stuff we use every day, we don't even know we're using, right? Can we create an open protocol for travelers? We tried, okay? The first experiment we did was like to create these NFTs and sell them for $1. So you, as a hotel, could buy them for $1 from us and then give them to your customers after they check out as a souvenir. You get a lot of swags and we gave the hat today or whatever you give to your customers, the pen with the hotel brand on it. Maybe we can give an NFT which stays in the wallet and has your, in this case, our name, that could be your hotel name, right? Just a use case. We did this, we created this, it was basically free to do. And some hotels started, some hotels, just one case started to use that. That was the first thing we tried. POAP, proof of attendance. Now, while we were doing this, at the same time, there was a better protocol called POAP, which is doing only this. It proves your attendance. And you being here will get one, not from us. I mean, you will get the ticket of this conference and the POAP. And it will stay in your wallet forever, proving that you've been in this conference. Maybe 5 years from now, you're going to get a job because you were at the Web3 Travel Conference. The first one, you are the only guy around who knows anything about that, right? So it's kind of building your curriculum vitae. Now, then we said, why don't we represent nights with NFTs? And we said, maybe we can do a week in a villa as an NFT. So we have a friend who has a villa in Ibiza. We built an NFT, which we're saying for the 28th of August to the 4th of September 2021. $5,000, I can't remember the price. You buy the NFT, you can access the villa. No contract, buy the NFT. You change your mind, you can sell the NFT. The new owner will have access to the villa. Very basic implementation of, an NFT. This is actually, we were able to sell it, and the person who bought it went to the villa, and the story ended there. And then we bought back the NFT from this person. We collected money, cryptocurrency, we bought it back because we say maybe this in 5 years is worth $1 million, 10 million, because it's the first NFT booking in history. So maybe it's going to have historical value. Maybe not, we try, right? And we discussed about NFTs as bookings. They have these properties which you can sell them. But these were the first kind of experiments. Now, then a big tour operator in Italy saw what we did. They contacted us. They had this new hotel in Venice, 5-star hotel on a very ancient building, completely renewed. They were going to do the big opening. And we talked with them, and they said, okay, why don't we do an NFT which gives you access to the first night before the opening, right? So somebody bought this for one ETH. One ETH at the time was about $3,000. So this person was able to go to the hotel, spend the night alone in the hotel before the hotel opened in Venice with a dinner and everything. So it was a great experience. And then he kept the NFT because he's betting on the fact that in the future, because it's historical, maybe just for the hotel itself, maybe 5 years from now, they'll say, oh, what is this first NFT we did? Let's buy it back for more. I don't know. So it's another historically valuable, potentially NFT. Again, an experiment, okay? Then we went a bit deeper. We went complicated, and you can already see this is not easy stuff. White text on a black background, and we called this a traveler note. So what we did, And this is really nerdy. I mean, we had a lot of fun with this, and we knew nobody would understand it apart from, really technical people, but I tried to explain anyway. We created a smart contract with a certain number of words inside, a few hundred words. And the smart contract, when you go, so we minted it, it cost maybe $2,000 to mint it in gas, because we are writing on the blockchain in Ethereum, and you're writing on a chain which is going to keep this code on thousands of computers for 100 years or whatever. So you're paying a lot of money for that. This smart contract, you can connect to it, and it picks up kind of randomly. And I say kind of randomly because any technical person knows that computers cannot do random, but let's say randomly words from these categories, and each one of these describes a traveler. So that will be, you can interpret it, a traveler which likes to stay in farms, likes soccer, likes Pompeii as a place to visit, is a wise person, loves cruises, speaks English. Number 3, who knows? It's your interpretation. He's a sales manager, loves Venetian palaces, and has a digital camera. It's the description of a traveler. Okay? I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, this is the next one. So, we created this smart contract, we deployed on the blockchain, and basically deploying on the blockchain is the closest thing to releasing in nature something which you lose control of. It's like releasing a new seed of a new kind of tomato. Once you release it and people use it, you, the creator of this seed, cannot stop it, cannot take it back, right? It's really a one-way thing. It's like you basically release into the wild some new organic thing, right? And this thing is out in the wild, you mint it, there's 10,000 of them, so that we can mint, and people can mint until 10,000 of them, and then we basically said to the travel industry, do whatever you want with it. We didn't get any money, we only spent the money for the gas, you don't pay us for this, right? When you mint it, you spend the money for the gas of Ethereum, $5, $10, $50, whatever, depending on how expensive it is, and then you do what you want with it. And our success was measured in, will somebody use it? And we're gonna get to that. Then we did another kind of NFT, a bit more user-friendly with images. And we said, okay, let me go back to this one. We copied another project here. We copied another NFT project, which was not about travel. We did it in the travel world. We didn't do anything new. We just copied, right? Because that's how the Web3 works. You can copy everything. You can take the code and you can adapt. And then we copied something else, which is PFP pictures, which is like those pictures you can use on your Twitter or Instagram to represent yourself. And we said, let's build some pictures which represents the traveler, and also they are randomly generated. So we built a system with a designer, a real designer, making all the pieces of this person, the eyes, the hair, and other stuff. And we created this. And this short video will explain, let me show you a little bit what I mean. You have noise? It's up? So we built 10,000 of them. This is done off-chain. It's a script that actually randomly created them. And then we did the smart contract to mint them. So if you go on this website, it's littletravel.org, you mint it for free if you have a travel alert. So basically, again, it's something you're not making money out of it. If you go on Polygon, yes, we charge you because otherwise, if it's free, you can mint it for free. But let's consider it something basically free. And again, we said to the travel industry, we did this, maybe you can use it, right? how could you use it? Well, maybe you could say, I'm a hotel, I want to attract people in the travel, guests who are in crypto because I know this is an interesting demographic, and I could say, if you own one of these, you get a free night, 10% discount, free breakfast, whatever. And you can reach them because you can see online that they exist, you see how many they are, and you can see also how much money they have in the address. Because if I mint this with my address and I have $1,000, you see I have $1,000. Or you can see that they used Winzo the week before to book something. You can know about these customers, and they know that you can know. So it's like a channel to put in contact crypto users with hotels in this case, right? And okay, this is OpenSea where you can see them. You can mint them, so create them at the moment or buy them for somebody else. All right, and then something happened that one person, a consultant from Tuscany, this is Montecatini, it's a spa city in Tuscany, loved the project, loved the idea, and started experimenting with this. He said, okay, I like this, I want to try, I want to learn about Web3, and I want to also probably position myself as a consultant in travel, which knows about Web3, because nobody knows anything. So he saw the opportunity and said, I want to play with this stuff, I want to experiment, and I'm managing hotels. So I'm like helping hotels as a consultant, and I'm going to convince these hotels to play with this stuff. So what he did is, first he went to the hotel and he tried to explain this stuff, so that's already a hero. I mean, good luck explaining to a hotel all this and convincing them, but they trusted it and they probably said, do whatever you want, I don't want to hear about this anymore. And then he started going on LinkedIn and saying, if you are in crypto, mint this NFT and you're going to get a free night. Or mint this NFT and you're going to get a free break. I don't remember what he did. He sent me 4 or 5 different cases, and they are all very complex. But the idea was to see if you can attract this new demographic, and he did. He basically, doing these test cases, he found out a whole underworld of Web3 users who want to book hotels, have crypto, can mint an NFT, and want to be engaged in it. That actually answers a bit to your question, Richard, before. It's like, how are you going to get to these customers? They're out there and they want to book, but they have already to be mature enough to be in crypto already. You attract the crypto users. You don't go to the Web2 users. There's no way you can convert the Web2 user to Web3. It's just impossible. You won't do this. We won't do this. They're gonna come by themselves, right? And so after these experiments with real bookings, real checking with NFT, check out the NFT, and also fighting with this technology, which is very complicated, right? He learned a few things. That was the idea. He learned that the demand is there. There are people out there who want to book. And we're talking about the guest side, which is supply side and demand side, right? So the demand is there, the demand wants to experiment and interact. And this is a new booking channel, which completely skips the OTAs. Okay? It's really small, really complicated, but there's something there. And this person is really happy, the hotels are happy, and is going on with these crazy, I mean, if you read them, they look crazy, experiments. But he's learning, we are learning, and I think there's real innovation going on there. So, I think I'm done. Yeah, okay. If there's any question about this? Yeah. Okay, minting, sorry. Yeah, you're saying we always miss. We speak a different language in crypto, we try to simplify, we always forget some words. What does it mean, minting an NFT? Minting an NFT means the NFT doesn't exist. You connect your wallet, interact with the smart contract creates the NFT. It's like minting money, when you mint money, it doesn't exist. No, it's creating the NFT. And you as a user can actually mint it, or you can buy already one on the market. Okay? Sorry, no, I want to give it the... Chi è che mi dà la mano con... Yeah.
Just repeating what you just said.
Yes.
To make sure I understood it properly.
Yeah.
So the NFT does not exist. You, with your wallet, interact with the smart contract,
Yes.
and the smart contract creates the NFT.
Yes, the smart contract is a factory. You go there, you push the button, and it spits out an NFT.
Okay. And can you actually, like, let's say I want to create some of those like images, avatar,
Yeah.
that you just showed, but I want to create them like with a different, like, can I create them with
Yes.
with a different aesthetic?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. There's a
Let's
lot of
say
these.
I want to appeal more like to, I don't know, like fashion.
Sure. Now, be careful. The image creation, in most cases, is like done off-chain. Somebody has to design it. And then there's ways to do this. Well, we're gonna be too technical here, but yes, you can do whatever you want, basically. I won't go there and get too technical at that moment. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Last question, then we move on because we're gonna be a bit late.
If you produce an NFT and for a week of rent, you sell the NFT, and the person who buys the NFT doesn't show up, it's use it or lose it?
It's up to you. You create an NFT, which is a property title, and you define the rules. You say, this NFT is not refundable. No show, you lose the money. Or you say, NFT refundable, you can cancel. Whatever. You're completely free to define. It's very, very, very flexible. Okay?
Last question.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Because you said something that it was depressing for what I'm trying to do. And you said people on Web 2, we are not gonna convert them to Web 3, and we are trying to convert the professionals in the hospitality and tourism industry from Web 2 to Web 3.
Did you win the panel? Did you? Okay, you won an NFT, by the way. Okay, congratulations.
It was my colleague.
Okay. You come from Barcelona, you two guys. Okay, nice.
So, do you really think that they are not gonna convert
Look,
to Web 3, or?
We've been in this for trying to convert people since 2017, and we've been depressed too, until we realized we don't need to. They're gonna be converted by something else. If you asked me a couple of years ago when artists will come on the blockchain, I would say, well, the artists are gonna be the last ones. First the nerds, then the technical people. Artists are full into NFTs because you can make money. So if you give people the incentive, they're gonna learn. The point is in travel, nobody has an incentive because you can't do much yet. So rather than try to convert people and get a wallet and then do what, I don't know, and then forget it 3 months later, which is what we did, it's let's try to build something, let's think about something that they can actually use and need. Then they will convert themselves. So if your business model is, every time I convert somebody, I make money, yeah, you will convert them, but then 3 months later they forget everything. Okay, that's guaranteed at this stage. If your business model is, let's get them when they are ready, before the others get them, great, because they're gonna come and then there's always more adoption here.